Gavin Newsom dared the president to arrest him and then used it to play martyr. Let me show you what I'm talking about.
So, Tom, you've been leading these operations, and so instead of criticizing the people that are attacking our agents, you got Gavin Newsom, who has called for you to arrest him, and you got Maxine Waters, who is going after the National Guard. Watch this.
He's a tough guy. Why doesn't he do that? He knows where to find me. The hell is this guy? Come after me, arrest me. Let's just get it over with.
Do it.
Tough guy.
Yeah.
You know, I don't give a damn.
You've ruined California, Gavin Newsom. Please arrest him.
But I care about my community, and I'm sorry to be so clear, but that kind of bloviating is exhausting. So, Tom, arrest me.
What are you going to do? You going to shoot some kid? He's afraid of getting run? You going to shoot an elected official? If you shoot me, you better shoot straight.
What are you going to do, you dummy?
I don't know why you're in my city.
Shoot straight.
The governor was not contacted.
God, I hate this lady.
What's your response?
I am so tired of her.
Well, first of all, it's just ridiculous. That reporter from SMBC, he's a joke.
He's got a big old chaw right in his lip.
What we discussed was
a nice Southern boy.
The cross line. I've said it many times.
That's
you can
so
protest,
funny.
get your First Amendment rights, but when you cross that line, you put hands on an ICE officer, or you destroy property, or I say that you're impede law enforcement, or you're knowingly harboring, concealing illegal alien. That's a crime. And the Trump administration is not going to tolerate it. You cross that line, we're going to seek prosecution to the Department of Justice.
They're blurring out just the car.
Could Governor Newsom or Mayor Bass be arrested? I said, well, no one's above the law. If they cross the line and commit a crime, absolutely they can. So there was no discussion about arresting Newsom. And so, you know, what he's done, he's failed that state. He waited 2 days of that city burning and people getting hurt, officers being assaulted, before he made any declaration of an unlawful assembly.
And remember that the mayor of Los Angeles as well has been out there just screaming, being like, well, Trump escalated. Somehow they made this about Trump. This is not about Trump. Shut up. All right. Obama was the deporter in chief. This was something everyone was okay with a few years ago. But because Trump bad, we are doing this. Like, what is this? What the hell are we doing? And they've got all these Mexican flags. The Mexican president is excusing this. To me, I've got to be honest with you, this seems like some sort of civil war and at the same time, a declaration of war from Mexico.
Late to the game. President Trump isn't late to the game. Men and women are not late to the game. And let's make this clear.
Doing their job.
I keep hearing this term ICE raids. What happened with how this riot started is that ICE was serving a series of criminal warrants at a business being investigated for money laundering, customs fraud.
How about that?
And serious violations on sending money to criminal cartels that in Colombia and Mexico that fund criminal cartel activities in the United States. It's a part of an overall conspiracy that ICE is investigating. So
just to be clear, I never want to hear the term January 6th ever again. If you're a lefty who's January 6th though, this has been 5+ days. Today's like the 6th day, I believe. Yeah, no more January 6th. You don't get to say that anymore because you are now defending a cartel, like the worst of the worst.
Arresting bad people. We were enforcing laws and following up on a serious criminal investigation on cartel financing. So that's exactly what ICE did. And ICE took a lot of bad people off the street that day.
Yeah.
We arrested a sexual predator, arrested gang members, arrested somebody that had an armed robbery conviction. So we made LA safer. The men and women at ICE, the men and women at the Border Patrol made LA safer that day. But
taking any illegal immigrant out makes it safer. It's sickening he has to make this excuse for the idiots in the back that don't understand that, yeah, being an illegal immigrant is a felony. It's a crime. It's illegal. It's not okay. It's just absolutely ridiculous to think otherwise and be like, well, they're peacefully illegal though. You're here illegally. Go home. Goodbye. Come back in the legal way. You make it harder for other illegal immigrants.
About ICE being racist, about ICE being Nazis and terrorists. Mm-hmm. And Governor Newsom feeds that. Just like Hakeem Jeffrey feeds it. They just want to unmask ICE agents. And the members of Congress who keep feeding this rhetoric, they're the ones that are causing this riot because they don't listen to the truth about what the men and women race are doing. We're keeping our promise to American people to make these streets safe again. And that's exactly what we're going to do. And we're not going to stop doing it.
Tom, who gave the stand down order from the LAPD? When when your federal agents were being surrounded, and you know the call, you were a local cop before you were a federal agent. When a cop says officer assist across the radio that they're surrounded, everyone in the surrounding area is supposed to respond. So who told the LA cops not to respond?
Well, the LA police chief, he works for the mayor of Los Angeles. That's Karen Bass. And they were delayed. They were very delayed in responding to the call for assistance. Like I was here.
And to be clear, they're still delayed. They're literally at the moment trying to fight and argue that that Trump can't do this and he's illegally sending in the military. They still don't want this to happen.
1,000 protesters at the federal building trying, and they breached it several times. Luckily, they were able to push them back, and that put the officers at great risk. It put the detainees that we had in custody at great risk.
Of course.
This is just a false.
They're the ones in these cars that are about to get burned, so the cops have to pull the detainees out. These guys in handcuffs, I mean, this is ridiculous.
They're being pushed by the left and being pushed
I'm so mad about this.
Congress about the men and women of ICE being Nazis and terrorists and that we're out raiding, arresting innocent women and children.
Yeah, they're the terrorists, not the human traffickers.
They have a due process. That's what they keep shouting about. They demand due process. They have a due process.
There is no such thing, by the way, as due process in the term of like, well, the only due process is this. There are multiple due processes. The due process for you being here illegally is, may I check your, oh, I see that you're here illegally and you're not a citizen. Please go back to your home country. Due process. That's it. Doesn't have to go through the courts.
A judge, a federal judge has ordered them removed. Our job is to execute that order. Right, so you got Congress who made the laws that we're following. You have a judge that orders them removed. So we're executing remove orders. ICE is doing the job that American people want them to do. We're making America safe again, one illegal criminal at a time, and that's what we're doing in LA.
So, Tom, the travel ban is set to go into effect today. Over a dozen countries are on that list, including Venezuelan nationals. Tell me about this travel ban. What is it going to do to stop the travel coming across this country to illegal immigrants?
Yeah, before I got that, let me just mention this. You know, God bless President Trump for sending the National Guard. The National Guard is here to protect property, protect life, protect our officers, and protect civilians. You've seen the video. This city's burning. It's out of control because of the weak leadership of Democrats here in the state and frankly, in the United States Congress. So I salute President Trump for sending the National Guard to protect life and property. And the travel ban is exactly what it should be doing. And the countries that are being targeted on this do not do proper vetting before the issue visas come to this country. This is about protecting America, right? We spent 4 years, got over 2 million known gotaways. How many of them came from a terrorist a country that sponsors terrorism? We don't know. President Trump has taken every step possible to protect this nation from a terrorist attack and from other criminal activity that crosses our border and comes into the visa program. So this is simply making these countries step up and doing the right thing. When you send someone and give someone a visa and they enter the United States, we want proper vetting done before they come here. That's what this is about.
Tom, I got only a few seconds left, but I got to get your reaction to Kilmar Obrego Garcia. They wanted him back, they got him back, but he's been indicted on 2 counts. 1 count of conspiracy of unlawful transport of illegal alien for financial gain, maximum imprisonment, 10 years.
There's video of
count
this.
2, unlawful transportation of an illegal alien for financial gain. How serious are these charges, real quick?
They're real serious, and we're going to bring back, we're going to criminally prosecute him, we're going to put him in prison. And when he gets done with his prison sentence, he can be deported right back to his homeland.
Tom Homan, thank you so much.
Oh, boy. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm just sickened by this kind of attitude, but I love to know your thoughts here, so let me see what you got to say in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.